Welcome, everybody, to the state tournament of softball, the Spring Fling, here in 2012, as the Class 2A state championship game will be decided this afternoon as Davidson Academy takes on the University School of Jackson. Randy Smith along with Coach Karen Green. And, Coach, we have a great matchup. The teams played earlier in this state tournament, and USJ came away with a 3-0 win. Now they're playing for all the marbles here in the championship.
All the marbles. It's just one game for USJ and 2 games for Davidson, but you got to take one game at a time. So it's win or go home for Davidson.
A couple of great pitching matchups this afternoon. The pitcher for University School of Jackson, that is, of course, Lauren Rydell, and she had a shutout in the first game, 3-0. The other pitcher, Savannah Hill for Davidson Academy, has struck out 37 batters in 3 tournament games. That's amazing.
That is amazing, especially at this level of competition at the state championship. Week of the state championship in Tennessee, it's just amazing that she can have 37 strikeouts in 3 games.
Davidson Academy won the coin toss, and the Lady Bears are the home team. They're warming up, and pitcher Savannah Hill is on the mound taking her warm-up tosses this afternoon. The umpires for this afternoon's state championship game, behind the plate is Ernest Blackwell. Dan Barnes is at third, and Tammy Delore is operating at first base today. They're your umpires for the state championship game.
An honor for them as well to be here.
Oh, yeah, it is an honor.
It's what everybody works hard for all year long, to get here on this main stage.
University School of Jackson in the top half of the first inning will send Allie Glover to the mound. She's the catcher. Very seldom, Karen, you see a catcher in leadoff position because normally they don't have a lot of speed, but here you got one of the different things here because Allie Glover has some speed at the top of the order.
That is very unusual. You're correct there in that the catchers usually aren't that fast, sometimes a little slow of foot, but obviously she doesn't fit that mold and must play very well to be in the leadoff position.
Allie Glover will bat first, then Lauren Rydell, her battery mate, the pitcher, bats second, and Haley Hall will bat third. She'll play third base. Savannah Hill, who walked 4 and struck out 10 in the first meeting between these two, actually struck out 12 and walked 4.
Unfortunately, those walks sometimes come back and put you behind the 8 ball, so hopefully she can overcome that and not give any freebies away tonight, or if they are, maybe not at untimely events.
These two teams have been here before. Davidson Academy playing in the state championship game for the 3rd time. They've won 3 championships. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1 to Allie Glover. University School of Jackson won the state championship just 2 years ago, 2010. They've been here 6 times.
And looking over their roster, USJ has many 8th graders. That is so unusual to have that many 8th graders on a varsity level. I think they have 6 or 8. It's amazing. Shows a bright future for USJ.
Now, Savannah Hill's having trouble finding the strike zone. She's behind the leadoff batter, Allie Glover, with 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the count. The 3-0 pitch is high for ball 4. So Hill walks the leadoff batter on 4 pitches, and that generally will come back to bite you in the fanny.
Unfortunately, and I'm sure that's bringing memories back from the first time they played, that she walked 3, and I'm sure a little nerves, jitters is in her stomach right now, those butterflies, so hopefully she can get a strike and get ahead in the count.
Runner at first, and the first pitch is high for ball 1. You have a pitcher that can strike out a lot of batters in a game and has had a lot of success. She gets behind because she's nervous. That one's way outside, and that's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Maybe that'll help her settle down and get back even.
The 1-1 pitch. That one's high and outside. 2-1 the count now to Lauren Rydell, the opposing pitcher for.
Little pitcher's duel right here.
The 2-1. That one misses. That's a strike.
He's giving her that outside corner.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count now to Lauren Rydell. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a base hit up the middle. Glover stops at second. Runners first and second. Nobody out for University School of Jackson here in the top half of the first inning, and that's going to bring up number 17, third baseman Haley Hall.
Hopefully Savannah can settle down and get ahead in the count. She's gotten behind on both batters, and that just puts you behind the 8 ball. So hopefully she can get ahead in the count and start throwing more strikes so that she can relax and instead of aiming, just throw it and get ahead.
And I'm sure Coach Dunn's going to put in a courtesy runner for his, well, he could probably put in one for both because he's got a pitcher at first and a catcher at second.
Correct. Good bunting situation right here. They plays the defense in a little bit. The third, first is in, kind of expecting that bunt possibility. The middle infield is in. Field's a little damp, so it's going to be a slow off the dirt.
Haley Hall, the batter, comes up with runners first and second and nobody out. And there's a strike. Coaches talk to their pitchers all the time about working ahead, staying ahead, throw a strike to start with. That way
so
you don't.
Important.
Yeah,
get ahead.
It really is.
And there
that
goes
one is
bunt.
bunted foul, popped up down the third baseline foul. So quickly, Savannah Hill has a count of no balls, 2 strikes on Haley Hall.
And now she can throw something that's off the plate a little bit and see if that batter will chase instead of being behind in the count. Now she's a little bit better in control.
0-2, and here's the pitch by Hill. Just misses outside. Ball 1, 2 strikes to Haley Hall. Logan Hall, the shortstop and cleanup batter, number 10, is in the on-deck circle for University School of Jackson. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a foul. Out of play. Over on the other field.
Long strike, but I'm sure Davidson is breathing a sigh of relief that ball was foul already.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Haley Hall, the batter. Runners first and second. Nobody out here in the top half of the first inning for University School of Jackson. Change-up is fouled up against the screen, and the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice job of keeping her hands back on that. Got underneath it a little bit. That's what getting ahead in the count does for you, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Allows you to throw different pitches. If you're behind, you got to come in with almost throw it down the center of the plate. Rise ball, swung on and missed for strike 1. A big strikeout for Savannah Hill, her first. And 1 away now with runners first and second for University School of Jackson. That's going to bring up Logan Hall.
That was a big out for Davidson. They needed that. Still got a good hitter coming up, USJ.
Shortstop and cleanup batter for USJ, Logan Hall. Hill's first pitch is outside. No, it's a strike. Well, he doesn't do any. The umpire, and a lot of it. I'm not being critical of him. He's slow to bring the strike call up.
He is.
So I'm guessing up here,
and he's a pitcher's umpire. They like the corners and like a little bit below the knees, and he's given a.
That one's bunted foul. So quickly Hill is ahead of Logan Hall. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes to Logan Hall as University School of Jackson has a runner in scoring position down at second base. First and second with 1 out. That one's fouled up against the screen. Count remains 1-2. 0-2 rather.
Like to see her keep that front side in and drive one up that middle there. It'll be big for USJ. She opens up a little bit in that front foot.
Here's the 0-2. That one way over the head of everybody. That one got away from her. Runners advance. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position at a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes on Logan Hall.
Just as effective as a bunt, wasn't it? Be big for USJ to get ahead right here, and also big for Davidson to get the out. So
here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. The rise ball is working very well for Savannah Hill as she has come back and struck out 2 in a row. Boy, she'd love to leave runners at second and third.
That would be her goal.
That's going to bring up the number 5 hitter, left fielder Zuzana Voitas. First pitch to her is down low, and it's in there for a strike. And I don't think Brian Dunn thought it was a strike either. Nevertheless, it is. It's no balls, 1 strike to count. Swing and a foul. So quickly, Hill is ahead of Voitas.
She settled down after the first 2 batters of getting behind on the first 2, and now she's come back and gotten ahead and throwing more strikes and making them put a bat on the ball.
The 0-2 pitch, that one misses outside, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes a count.
See if she'll come back with the rise ball like she did the other 2 batters.
Here's the 0-2 pitch by Hill. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side after allowing the first 2 runners to reach base. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. And as we go to the bottom of the first inning, your score, University School of Jackson 0, Davidson Academy coming to bat.
That was huge right there.
Oh, yeah.
Get runners first and second. No outs, wasn't it? And
yeah,
score.
No outs, runners first and second. Yeah. We're ready to go in the bottom of the first inning for Davidson Academy. For the Bears, the Lady Bears, it'll be Lee Stevens leading off and playing a shortstop. She'll be followed by Kenzie Sadler and Savannah Peak. First pitch by Rydell is outside for ball one.
I think Lauren did a good job of studying Davidson's pitchers there. She tried that outside corner that he was giving Davidson, so she tried right off the bat to get that outside corner. That was a good job on Lauren's part.
That one's a strike over the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Liz Stevens. Little blooper up the middle. That's in there for a base hit. So a leadoff single gets things started for Stevens and for Davidson Academy.
Both teams got their leadoff on, one by a walk and one with a hit. See who gets the timely hits tonight.
It's going to bring up number 23, Kenzie Sadler, the left fielder, left-handed hitter. And the infield is in.
Yes. So
slapper or very good bunter, one or the other. And she bunts it foul. Out of play, strike one. Lauren Rydell out of the windup. The pitch is bunted again foul down the third base line, and quickly Kenzie Sadler's in an 0-2 hole with the runner at first and nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning.
You know, I think sometimes bunting is a lost art. So many times people don't think bunting is important, and it's so important to get that runner in scoring position and stay on top of the ball and not drop the hands and get below it and pop it up.
Well, Coach Brian Dunn is out to talk to his pitcher, so 2 batters into the lineup. He's having a conference. That's how big this game is. You use every opportunity to make sure your team's all on the right page.
And they've seen each other. They know what each other can do. So this game's just going to be about who can execute and perform the best tonight.
No balls, 2 strikes on Kenzie Sadler.
Outfield is in as well.
Lauren Rydell is set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's inside and a little tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a foul ball.
Have another good crowd this afternoon. Had good crowds all week.
But we have several championship games going on at the same time.
I know Murfreesboro's loving the economy right now, getting the revenue from it.
Oh, yeah. Swing and a pop foul up against the backstop, and it's remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's when a catcher wished
today. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second. Davidson Academy up 2-0 over USJ. Swing and a miss.
What's so exciting about girls softball is that the drop of a hat, the game can change on a dime. So USC is definitely not out of this game, and Davidson's most certainly not taking a lead, but have not gotten control of the game yet. So it can change at any moment.
That one is inside, and the count goes 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count then to Hockaday. Payoff pitch upcoming from Lauren Rydell. Here it is. Swing and a foul. Up against the screen, it remains 3-2.
And Hockaday is also their other pitcher that's injured, I believe. And Coach Sweeney said she would not be pitching today.
Again, the payoff pitch to Hockaday. Lauren Rydell delivers. Swing and a foul.
Catcher felt that one. Have that helmet on, but it still dings you when you get hit in the head.
Oh, yeah. You see stars for a couple minutes.
I don't think she was happy.
Oh, yeah.
This heat, that's all she needs is a headache.
Payoff pitch again. That one, strike 3 call. So Rydell strikes out the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second. Here's Alex Gibson, number 11, the center fielder.
It's a good way for Lauren to come back and strike out that leadoff and set the tone. Looks like a slapper again.
Well, there's a lot of room right up the middle.
There is.
That one inside and a bit high. Ball 1. Tall, rangy center fielder. Alex Gibson.
USJ's taking those gaps away from her, leaving the middle open a little bit.
That one is also inside, and it misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 2-0 the count. Lauren Rydell set. That one is in there on the outside part of the plate. Strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. First baseman is playing like, what, 30 feet away from the batter?
Close to it. Sometimes they'll bring the first baseman back behind the first and bring the second baseman in.
Right. Second baseman's actually playing. Well, that might be the second baseman. We're blocked out by a camera guy, so we can't really see everything. That one's inside for ball 3. Count goes full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Our vantage point, Karen, is not that great, but it's cooler here
it is
than
definitely
it is
cooler
down on the field. So
we're getting a breeze and a little AC.
Yeah. Payoff pitch upcoming by Rydell. Here it is. Foul ball.
That's a way for that catcher to pop up out of there. It's a good aggressive move for the catcher for USC. Allie Glover.
Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Alex Gibson. One away here in the bottom of the second. Payoff pitch again. Swing and a little pop. Caught. 2 down.
Nice job of the second baseman drop stepping back and getting that ball. That could have very easily dropped in there, but she did a nice job of drop stepping and going hard after the ball.
It was Kaylee Weiner, the second baseman, who made the play. 2 down, nobody on, and that brings up top of the order and Liz Stevens.
Kelly had a ways to go on that ball, didn't she?
That one misses just a bit outside. Ball 1. Stevens got it started with a 4-pitch walk in the top of the first. Or bottom of the first. She calls time. That one's hit towards second. Weiner backhands it, bobbles it, and there will be no play at first. So I imagine that's going to be an error.
I would think so.
Another slapper coming up. This is Kinsey Sandler, number 7.
That's what those slappers do, though. They put that pressure on the defense. Make you move.
2 out and a runner at first.
It's a good opportunity to steal because the shortstop's playing over to third and inside the baseline a little bit. And some speed probably at first base, and becomes a foot race. So good opportunity to steal if this particular batter's up. A little conversation again in the mound, coaching.
Well, Coach Brian Dunn is talking things over with Ernest Blackwell, the plate umpire.
Lauren Rydell's the pitcher for USJ. She's done a nice job, but she's still throwing an awful lot of pitches, whether it's the defense behind her or her pitching, but she's throwing a lot of pitches.
Two out. Kinsey Sadler, the batter, with Liz Stevens, who has reached base twice on a walk and an error. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a little bleeder out to second base. Everybody's safe. That'll be a base hit. That's Kinsey Sadler's second base hit of the day. And with 2 out, runners first and second.
And that is the toughest play to make right there when you play the short slap defense coverage, is that ball hits sharply right up the middle when you pull in the second base. Nice job of finding that hole. That's a tough ball to defend.
And time called. Savannah Peck, the batter, with 2 out, 2 on. That one's way outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, the count. And again, time call. That's in there for a strike.
Nice curveball.
1 ball, 1 strike to count to Savannah Peck with 2 out and 2 on. There's a strike. One and 2 the count. There's a base hit left field. Runner's going to round third. The throw to the plate is not in time. It was a little high, and Davidson Academy picks up another run. They lead it now 3-0.
Nice hit. I believe we could have maybe had a play at the plate a little closer if we'd let some air out of that ball thrown from left field, but had a close play at the plate.
And Coach Stacy Sweeney is going to bring in a courtesy runner for the runner out at second. That's her catcher, Savannah Peck, who has had 2 big hits in this game. Two away, and now it's Darby Ross, the batter. First pitch to her is fouled away.
It's only the second inning, so USJ doesn't need to let any more runs score, but they've got plenty of time to come back, but need to shut it down right here and not let another run score this inning.
That one just misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled down the third base line. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Savannah Peck had the big base hit. Savannah Peak, rather. That one just misses over the inside part of the plate.
He was a little slow. He called it a strike, but he was a little bit slow there.
Well, if he called it a strike, it's an out.
He called it a strike. He just did it. There's a little bit delayed reaction there.
It was. Nevertheless, a run in for Davidson Academy in the bottom of the second. No runs. A 1-run, rather. Couple of hits and 1 left. At the end of 2, it's 3-0 Davidson Academy. Welcome back here to the Starplex. And by the way, you can purchase a DVD copy of all of the Spring Fling Championship coverage by going to TSSAA and looking for the green Buy Now button. If you want a DVD copy of this game. We go to the top half of the third inning. University School of Jackson trailing at 3-0 now.
See if Kaylee Weiner can get them going here.
Number 9 hitter, bottom of the order, and then we go back to the top and pick up the catcher, Allie Glover. Savannah Hill was working on 5 strikeouts in a row, actually working on 6 in a row.
No, University School of Jackson, I'm sure, has been in this position many times as they've been here at the state tournament, so they can still battle back. And Just need to get some momentum.
Strike three. That one is a call, strike three. 7 in a row now for Savannah Hill, who had 18 in her first game, 12 in her second game, and then had 7 in the third game. One away here in the top half of the third inning. Top of the order, Allie Glover coming up. Catcher, leadoff hitter. And there is a strike call. Savannah Hill's just automatic.
She is. After those first couple of batters in that first inning, she has settled down very nicely and almost been dominant.
The 0-1 pitch. That one's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The old adage, you throw more strikes, you get more strikes, and that's about what's happening as well.
That one's chopped foul down the third baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's ahead of Glover.
Randy, we see a lot of pink around here, don't we, today?
Yeah, we
Davidson
do.
Academy.
And we talked to Coach Kathy Sweeney, and the coaches are wearing a pink shirt to honor Kathy Frazier, who's a former parent and coach at Davidson Academy, who passed away recently from cancer. Strike three. There's 8 in a row for Savannah Hill as she strikes out Glover. Of course, there's some pink hair bows in the hair of all the girls on the team to honor Hannah Thompson, whose brother Hunter died in an accident this past year. So they're playing for 2 very, very well-loved and well-respected
They are.
people.
They have some heavy hearts this week and are playing for them both. And I know they would like nothing more than to come away with a victory.
Lauren Rydell fouls the first pitch away, strike 1.
You can tell the different body languages of the 2 teams right now. You can tell which team has the momentum at this point in the game.
Change up, just misses, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch by Hill, that one is down low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two away, nobody on here in the top half of the third inning. Davidson Academy up 3-0. That one is hit foul down the right field line. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two runs in the first inning for Davidson Academy. They picked up 1 in the second. University School of Jackson threatened with a couple of runners in the first, but they have done nothing since. That one misses high and away, so the count now 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count to Lauren Rydell.
See if Lauren can get something started for them.
Payoff pitch. That one just misses, so that ends the streak of strikeouts in a row for Savannah Hill at 8 in a row.
Have a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner coming in for pitcher Lauren Rydell, and that's going to bring up Haley Hall, number 17. Third baseman, trying to get something going for USJ. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on and fouled away down the left field line. Long strike.
I'd like to see those top hands get through that zone a little bit better on top of the ball and get some base hits. Or popping some of them up.
That one misses outside, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Haley Hall, the batter. Logan Hall waits to hit next with 2 away and a runner on. 3-0. Davidson Academy leads here in the top half of the third inning. High for ball 2. That one hit her. Dead ball, and the runners moves to second. Runners first and second with 2 away, so just takes a little base hit to get on the board right here for University School of Jackson with 2 away, 2 on now.
Any way you can get on at this point in time is a good thing. They need runners on base.
Now Coach Stacy Sweeney talking to the plate umpire. She might have asked if the batter tried to get out of the way of the ball.
To get out of the way. They must have agreed. Or they may have been talking about the outs even, because the field umpire had put her fingers up representing the outs.
2 away, runners first and second now. And the batter is a cleanup hitter. That's Logan Hall.
Base hit would be huge right here for USJ.
First pitch by Hill is high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a strike over the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Logan Hall. Susanna Voitas will hit next, but only if Logan Hall can reach. Chopper to third, and the ball gets away. She just dropped it. The left fielder picks it up, throws it. The runner is safe.
Yeah.
And USJ is on the board.
But no one was covering third. She looked down and kept running, and no one was at third, so the ball got by third base, and that was a huge play. I'm not sure why we didn't stop at third and cover.
Well, Stacy Sweeney, I think, wanted to process what she saw. Now she's going to come out and question. There is some question as to whether that ball was fair or foul. But she's not going to question. Well, she's not going to question it. She's just going to talk to her pitcher. It's a 3-1 game.
I believe that's what the fielders thought as well, since she didn't cover third and she looked down and must have thought it was foul.
Nevertheless, a run is in for the University School of Jackson, and it will be at this point an unearned run.
Runners at first and third, that could be the momentum changer that they were looking for.
Sure could.
2 outs.
Savannah Hill through the bottom of the first and the bottom of the second was or the top of the first, top of the second was absolutely tremendous. That one is popped up, and it's caught by the catcher. Savannah Peak gets the catch, and it gets him out of a big jam. 1 run in for University School of Jackson, and they lead 2. And at the middle of the third inning, your score, Davidson Academy 3, University School of Jackson 1. Yeah.
First day that went on sale. Somebody's cooking something. Somebody's cooking something. Smells good.
Yeah. Third, Davidson Academy with a 3-1 lead. Pitcher Lauren Rydell on the mound for University School of Jackson.
We were talking earlier about super regionals, and I said I like Alabama and Tennessee. Who do you like going into the super regionals this weekend?
I got a pull for Coach Weekly, or Coaches Ralph and Karen Weekly.
That's right, Karen and Ralph.
They're two good friends of mine and known them for a long time. Great people.
I have too. I hope they do well. I'll be rooting for them as well. That's what's so exciting about this state tournament is they have an opportunity to advance and go to the next level, not just because they're in the state tournament, but they get more exposure by being in the state tournament.
No balls, 2 strikes to Ashton Gassaway, leading it off against Rydell, and she looks at ball 1 outside. Three to 1 your score. Davidson Academy with a lead. One ball, 2 strikes the count, and Gassaway calls time, steps out, swings the bat.
You know, in the grand scheme of things, Tennessee fast pitch hasn't been around that many years, Randy. 20-something years, I believe it is.
Strike 3. Strike 3 call. Gassaway's out, 1 down to start the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd.
CUSJ's body language getting a little bit more exciting and getting a little bit more momentum after scoring that run.
Izzy Gray, the batter, number 22, third baseman. She takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The next pitch is popped up, right field.
Makes the catch.
Drifting over to the line. That's the right fielder. That's Katie Exum, and it's 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 runs for Davidson Academy in the 1st, another in the 2nd, and right now they have 2 out, nobody on in the 3rd.
It's a nice breeze, but it's not affecting the ball that's hit at all, so that's good. Don't have to play with that factor today.
Shannon Rowe, the batter, number 28. She actually calls time. Two out, nobody on. Bottom of the 3rd. It's a 3-1 Davidson Academy lead.
Seen some umpires not give you that time called when they want out of the batter's box.
Chopper to 3rd, picked up, beautifully done, and the throw at first is there.
Nice play.
Haley Hall goes to Allie McFarland for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left after 3 complete. Your score, Davidson Academy leading University School of Jackson 3-1.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
We're back as we go to the top half of the fourth inning. Davidson Academy with a 3-1 lead over the University School of Jackson, the Lady Bruins. And coming up for the Bruins here at the top of the fourth.
Both teams have settled down now and going to play it out.
Number 44, Allie McFarland, the tall, rangy first baseman, leading it off. University School has had 4 runners reach base, and all 4 have been stranded in the first 3 innings. In between those runners, Savannah Hill had 8 strikeouts in a row.
So USJ is doing a nice job of staying there with them, even with those 8 strikeouts, and just left some runners on and need to get that timely hit to score a few more.
Savannah Hill on the mound. Top of the fourth, and we're set. That one's outside for ball 1. Next pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Hill is quickly out in front. The Valley McFarland, no balls, 2 strikes.
Amazing how many pitches these pitchers can throw over a week's time frame.
There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul up against the screen. It remains 1-2 to Allie McFarland. Her team trailing at 3-1 as we go to the top half of the fourth inning. And that one's foul down the third base line.
Hit some sharp ones.
One ball, 2 strikes, Allie McFarland. Change up, misses high, 2-2 the count. There's a strike 3 call over the outside part of the plate. McFarland sits down looking, 1 away here in the fourth.
You know, as coaches, we always stress, keep that lead off the bases. And Davidson's done that this particular inning. Put you ahead in the game.
That's what, 9 strikeouts now for
9 strikeouts.
Savannah Hill. 1 out. Here's Kristen Pickens. That one a little low on the outside part of the plate. Ball 1. Pickens, the DP. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count now. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. You know, some batters, when pitchers are in a zone like Savannah Hill is, they're just up there hacking. They don't know what they're swinging at half the time.
Just, swing.
1-2 the count, one away. Nobody on here in the top half of the fourth. The pitch is swung on and hit deep to left field, backing up and making the grab.
It's a nice hit. I thought that was going to go in the gap.
Is Kenzie Sadler. And Kristen Pickett gave that one a ride deep to left field, but it's all in the glove of Sadler. 2 down.
She made a little adjustment that time and got the meat of the ball.
Tell you, Katie had another biscuit for breakfast.
That went over. Or even a little breeze blow it out.
2 down. Katie Exum, the batter. Swing and a foul. I think that one might have gone off the leg of home plate umpire Ernest Blackwell. No balls, 1 strike. Change up, misses high, 1-1 to count. University School finally got on the board with an unearned run in the third, but they're looking at 2 away, nobody on here in the fourth, and that is a strike to the outside part of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Savannah Hill now ahead of Katie Exum, 1-2.
Well, Davidson did their damage with 2 outs, so maybe USJ would do their damage with 2.
The pitch swung on and fouled up against the screen. It will remain 1-2 to Katie Exum. University School of Jackson 28-4, 28-9 on the year. Swung on and chopped foul. Again, it will be a 1-2 delivery coming up from Savannah Hill. 35-4, that was the record for Davidson Academy going into this championship game.
So 2 tough teams playing each other. Good records, play good competition throughout the year, and that's one of the reasons they're here. Prepared throughout the year. Katie did a nice job of fouling that off.
Again fouled up against the screen. Count remains 1-2. Kaylee Weiner would hit next for USJ if Exum can reach. Savannah Hill delivers the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. That one's outside and high. 2-2 the count.
Had great weather all week. No rain.
Sure has. Fouled again up against the screen. It is warm, however.
It is warm.
But I've seen it hotter here at the Spring Fling.
And wetter.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you host a tournament, you're thankful when you don't get the wet drops.
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play, and it's going to remain 2-2. Katie Exum had a good time at bat here. She's worked it to 2-2 and fouled about 3 pitches off.
She has fouled them off. She's doing a good job of protecting. Too close to look and doing a nice job of protecting, fouling off.
Savannah Hill delivers, swing and a miss. That one was up high, but Exum simply could not lay off. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score, Davidson Academy 3, USJ 1.
So tempting.
Do what? Oh, yeah. I don't know why a pitch that high is always tempting. It's a 3-1 Davidson Academy lead, and leading it off will be Holly Huckaday. Then to the bottom of the order, Alex Gibson. Then to the top, and Liz Stevens facing Lauren Rydell, and her first pitch to Huckaday is fouled away. Three to 1, Davidson Academy with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second. The only run for USJ coming in the top of the third with 2 outs, and that's where we stand as Davidson Academy bats in the fourth. There's a strike. So quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Holly Huckaday.
I think coming into this game, we had 2 good pitchers, and it's both of them are playing up to their level of competition and playing up to their reputation, and it's another good pitcher's duel.
That one misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lauren Rydell pitched a shutout in the first meeting in this tournament between these two teams, winning it 3-0. But the second game has been all Savannah Hill.
Yeah, it has.
The 1-2 drilled into left field. That's a base hit just off the glove of shortstop Logan Hill, and it's a leadoff single for Holly Huckaday. She's at first with nobody out. That brings up Alex Gibson, the center fielder.
Getting that leadoff on is huge.
Well, you got a slapper who is a great bunter.
That's even more to Davidson's advantage. Speed at the plate, and now it looks like speed coming in as Woodis is coming in for a courtesy runner.
It wouldn't be a courtesy runner.
Pinch
She's
runner,
coming in
that's
for the DP, which is
Huckaday was the designated player. So Wood is the pinch runner if she stays.
Alex Gibson, the batter. She's a slapper and a good bunter, so I would imagine they're going to try to bunt her down to second.
I would think so. This is what getting that leadoff on does for you. Puts you in a good bunting situation and puts pressure on the defense. All about trying to get that runner in scoring position.
Coming up a little later, the Division II 2A championship game between Baylor and GPS from Chattanooga.
That ought to be a duel. That's right in each other's back door, aren't they?
Right. They could have played in Warner Park, saved a little money. Or Frost Stadium.
That's right.
Down there.
I'm sure they're looking forward to meeting each other again. They've seen each other throughout the year several times.
Baylor won most of them this year. Good bunt. Taken by the third baseman over to first in time. They got her out, but the runner moves to second. So a great sacrifice bunt by Alex Gibson. Moves the runner down to second. With 1 out, she's in scoring position now. We go to the top of the order and pick up Liz Stevens.
That was a great bunt, but also a great play by Haley Hall, the third baseman, charging and picking it up and making a good throw to first. I love to see good executed bunts.
There is a strike over the outside part of the plate to Liz Stevens, the leadoff hitter. Davidson Academy trying to add to a 3-1 lead. Runner at second, one out. Here's the pitch by Rydell, and it's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one to count. Lauren Rydell is set, and she delivers. That one's fouled up against the screen. Down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We had mentioned earlier in the broadcast that University School had many 8th graders. They only have 2 seniors, so that bodes well for their future. Getting a lot of good experience here at the state tournament.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Change up misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kinsey Sadler would hit next. That one tapped foul down the first base line.
Both pitchers are wearing that outside corner out tonight, aren't they? He's giving it to them.
He's giving it to both of them.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people might complain about it, but if you're calling it the same way for both teams, there's nothing wrong with it.
That's right. Both teams know what to expect.
2-2 the count. The pitch, swing and a foul back against the screen, and it remains 2-2 to Liz Stevens. That one's high for ball 3, so now the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Stevens with the runner at second and 1 out for the Lady Bears of Davidson Academy.
Important pitch right here.
Chop towards second. Big hop to first. They got her. 2 down, and the runner moves to third. So with 2 outs, Davidson Academy has a runner at third, and that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Savannah Peak, number 13.
Ball took a high bounce. That's right. He's going to bounce overhead there for a minute.
Peak has knocked in a couple of runs. Been a big, big bat. 2 hits out of 2 trips.
She's had a good game today, 2 for 2.
And that one slapped to third. Quick throw. It's got her at first, and the runner stranded at third. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, and we have completed 4 complete innings here in the Division IIA championship game. Your score: University School of Jackson trailing Davidson Academy 3-1. Top of the 5th upcoming. It's a 3-1 Davidson Academy lead as USJ has 3 more shots at them here. Leading off is the bottom of the order. That's Kaylee Weiner, number 1, and we go to the top and pick up Allie Glover, rather.
See what USJ can do with their last 9 outs here.
First pitch by Savannah Hill is a strike over the outside part of the plate. Strike one. Next pitch is fouled up against the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Savannah Hill has been hard to hit. The only run scored off of her was unearned. That was back in the 3rd inning.
She's still getting ahead of the batters as well.
0-2. Here's the pitch. A changeup is a strike 3 call. That's 10 strikeouts now for Savannah Hill.
That's a pretty changeup. Those are hard to stay back on, aren't they? Keep those hands back and drive it through. It's difficult.
Or they just make you frozen pizza.
I know it. I know it. Them eyes get big. And
yep, you can't do anything but watch it. 1 away here in the top half of the 5th. Top of the order, Allie Glover. That one is outside for ball 1. The pitch, strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Allie Glover. Pitcher Lauren Rydell will hit next.
Lauren Rydell battled the last time she was at the plate. See if she made an adjustment.
Hill delivers. Inside and a bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's fouled away to the other field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Number 11. For Savannah Hill, and that's going to bring up pitcher Lauren Rydell. 2 away, nobody on here in the top half of the 5th inning.
I think she just had jitters that first couple batters of that first inning.
12 strikeouts. I stand corrected. There's a strike over the outside part of the plate. Thing about Savannah Hill, she's working ahead of these batters. Every first pitch is a strike. And when you do that, you put the pressure on the batter, not you.
You most certainly are correct. She can go to her strengths and pitch out of the zone if she needs to and make the batter chase, and that's exactly what she's doing. She just keeps getting ahead of the batters and then slips a changeup in there, slips a curveball outside the plate, outside the zone, and they're having to chase after them.
Popped up, right field, in is the right fielder who makes the grab. That's Ashton Gassaway, and it's a perfect 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Davidson Academy leading it over USJ 3-1. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Davidson Academy with a 3-1 lead. We'll send Savannah Peak to the plate, the heart of the order, number 3, 4, and 5 hitters. It'll be Peak, Darby Raines, and Ashton Gasaway to face Lauren Rydell here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a strike. First pitch for Lauren Rydell, who has pitched pretty well. The fact that she's trailing 3-1.
Yes, she has. She hadn't had a bad game. University School just needs to get this leadoff batter out. Keep the pressure on Davidson.
That one's fouled away. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Savannah Peak. Lauren Rydell delivers. That one's fouled away, and the count remains 0-2. That one misses high for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes the count to Peak, and it's outside for ball 2.
Peak's being patient with her pitch selection. Doing a nice job.
Inside for ball 3 rather, so the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes after Lauren Rydell worked it to 0-2. She's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Just barely missing.
Payoff pitch by Rydell. Here it is. Back up the middle. That's a base hit. Another hit for Savannah Peak. So a leadoff single for her. She'll be lifted for a courtesy runner. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, second baseman Darby Raines.
Like to see her get ahead in the count and finish it off. She's thrown a lot of pitches tonight.
There's a strike, throw down to second. She's safe as the ball comes loose. A
Nice
good throw
Good
that
throw.
time by the catcher, Allie Glover, but
Had a good throw, didn't she?
ball came loose as the ball was there ahead of her, the runner, but if you don't hold on to it, you're not going to get them out.
Got to catch it before we put that tag on her.
Big play right there for Davidson Academy. Runner in scoring position now at second.
No outs.
Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away.
See if USJ can stop that runner's feet at second and get it out at the first.
Rydell ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes to Darby Raines. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just misses. That one is fouled away. Ashton Gasaway waits to hit next with nobody out. Runner at second. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Changeup is high. Ball 2. That one is popped up right side. Nice running grab by the second baseman for USJ. That is Kylie Wayner, and it's one away.
She's had a nice game. She's made a couple good plays this game. Had that high hop that she stayed down on, and had a long way to go for that ball, and caught it.
Runner holds at second.
That was a big out for USJ. Umpires are conferring. Not sure about what, but pointing at something down the foul line.
One away, runner at second. Davidson Academy with a 3-1 lead, and they'd love to pick this other run up. Ashton Gassaway, the batter, with one out and a runner at second. Fouled away out in front of that one, so it's a strike to Gassaway.
Yeah, Davidson would love to get this runner in at second, and USJ don't need to let another run get in and let the game get out of reach a little bit.
The 0-1 pitch by Lauren Rydell. Here it is. Popped up.
Nice play.
That's going to be, should have been a double play. But the ball gets away from the second baseman. The shortstop for USJ, that was Logan Hall. She made a nice grab on the pop. Went to second for the tag, but the throw got away. So with two away.
That was a nice play. I like that she caught it, knew exactly where to go with it, and looked for the next out.
Two away, Izzy Gray comes to the plate. She pops it up behind the plate, actually right out in front, and it's grabbed by the catcher. That is Allie Glover, 3 away. So the base hit to lead off the inning is by Savannah Peak. Is wasted. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We've completed 5 with your score. Davidson Academy 3, USJ 1. University School of Jackson with 2 more cracks at Davidson Academy. They trail at 3-1 as we go to the top half of the 6th inning. First pitch is outside for a ball to Haley Hall, the leadoff hitter. Heart of the order upcoming for USJ.
USJ needs to get something going after their last 6 outs.
There's a base hit. That's a good start. Line drive by Hall, and it's a leadoff single for her. So good start to the top of the 6th now for the University School of Jackson.
Good start. That was a dart.
Shortstop Logan Hall will bat next with a runner at first, and Logan Hall now is representing the tying run at the plate. Hall, the batter. Swing and a miss for a strike. Voitas will bat next for USJ.
That's what makes the championship game so exciting. That competitive nature of both teams and not giving up, keep fighting.
That one misses high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now to Logan Hall. Only run of the game for USJ came back in the 3rd inning with 2 out. They got an unearned run. Davidson Academy had 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, and they have been shut out since by Lauren Rydell. There's a strike over the outside part of the plate. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. Savannah Hill misses, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hill in 5 innings has 12 strikeouts.
She is closing in on the 50 strikeout mark in 4 games.
That's amazing.
It is. Last
Strike
count.
3. She caught her looking.
I believe that is her 50th strikeout.
13 in the game for Savannah Hill. That's 50 for the state tournament. 1 out. Runner at first. Susanna Voitas, the batter.
Need to do something with that runner at first. Advance her to second somehow.
Popped up. Shortstop. Waits for it. Liz Stevens makes the grab. 2 down. Here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Runner at first is begging. Please move me.
2 down. Allie McFarland, the batter. Tall, rangy first baseman, number 44. The first pitch from Savannah Hill is down low for ball 1.
Good eye.
The 1-0 pitch, that one almost got away. Throw back to first, she's safe. So it's now 2 balls, no strikes.
This is one of your 8th graders up to bat, playing in a pressure-tight game.
Against a great pitcher.
Nothing like throwing them up against the wolves, as they would say. Throwing them in the fire.
That one's over the inside part of the plate. Call strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Allie McFarland. Hammered foul down the third base line, so the count goes to 2-2 to McFarland with 2 out and a runner on. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 over the outside part of the plate. Call strike 3, number 14 for Savannah Hill. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Davidson Academy 3, University School of Jackson 1. Bottom of the sixth, Davidson Academy leading at 3-1. Facing Lauren Snyder here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and the first pitch is a ball. That's a strike over the inside part of the plate.
Both crowds were kind of subdued. I think one is hoping for tomorrow, and the other one's a little bit nervous that they're running out of outs.
There's a pop caught by the first baseman, Allie McFarland, one down. First batter was Shannon Rowe, so that's going to bring up Holly Hockaday, number 20, number 8 hitter. First pitch is a strike. No balls, one strike, and this one is fouled against the screen. 0-2. Quickly, Lauren Rydell is ahead of Hockaday, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, here it comes from Rydell. Outside, 1-2.
Not a bad miss. See if she chased. She didn't.
Ooh, that one just misses.
Pretty
Two
close.
balls,
Pretty
two
close,
strikes.
wasn't it?
Do what?
That's pretty close.
Very, very close, considering where he's called him all day.
Yeah,
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one is inside, ball 3, so Rydell's gone to 3-2. To Hockaday.
Started with an 0-2 count, didn't we?
Payoff pitch to Hockaday. Here it is. Fouled away.
Have Baylor out there warming up and outside left.
GPS
field.
on the other side.
Getting ready for the second game of this evening.
Swing and a miss. Struck her out, 2 down. Hockaday goes down swinging on a 3-2 pitch. Bottom of the order now. Here's Alex Gibson. Not your typical number 9 hitter because she gets on base a lot. She's
She
a
does.
slapper. Kind of gives you 2 leadoff batters.
Likes to have that 9-1 together.
First pitch to her is a strike.
Short defense coverage again. Outfield is in. Left fielder's really in.
2 away. The pitch swung on, top back to the mound. Got to hurry over to first in time. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left at the end of 6 complete. Your score, Davidson Academy leading at 3-1. It's now or never for USJ as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. Now, if Davidson Academy wins, they play tomorrow. Top half of the 7th inning, the last chance for the University School of Jackson against Savannah Hill. They got one run. It was back in the 3rd. They have one shot left at her here in the Class 2A championship game. The first pitch is low for a ball.
3 outs, but hopefully they have prepared for this moment all throughout the year by playing in good competition tournaments and their district, regions. Hopefully they're prepared for this moment.
There's a strike. One ball, one strike to count. Savannah Hill delivers, bounces it to second. Over to first, one down. Darby Raines tosses it over to Shannon Rowe, and there's one down to start the 7th. Katie Exum, the batter, the right fielder, hits next. And she drills it foul down the line in left field. Savannah Hill is quickly ahead, no balls, one strike.
Savannah's done a great job tonight of getting ahead of each batter that she's faced.
There's a strike. Quickly 0-2. To Katie Exum. Here's the 0-2 pitch by Hill. Change up, hit to short. Stevens over to first and Rowe, and he's got it 2 away.
Now the first baseman dropped it, a little scooped and let it get away.
I can't.
We're blocked.
Here again, I can't see for the camera guy in front of me, but that's okay. I just have to guess it. So USJ still alive. Tying run to the plate now with one out and a runner on.
Still have some life. Keep still fighting.
There's a strike.
If I was pitching, I would love this umpire behind the plate.
Or if you were coaching, you would love. With a good pitcher, you would love this umpire. Timeout. Davidson Academy gathering on the mound saying, look, we got one out, we got a runner on, we got 2 runs ahead. Let's don't do anything stupid here.
Play for the outs. That runner at first doesn't mean anything right now. Play for the outs.
Kaylee Wainer, the batter. No balls, one strike. The pitch by Hill. Fouled away, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Savannah Hill works to Kaylee Wainer, and she misses high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We go to the top of the order and pick up Allie Glover next for USJ. Swing and a foul. This one out of play to the right side. Count remains 1-2. Davidson Academy looking for win number 36 on the year.
Remember the days when 10 and 12 was a lot of games played?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's 50, 60. Counting summer ball, you have almost 100 games.
2-2. Savannah Hill is all set with a 2-2 pitch to Wainer. Here it is. Swing and a dribbler to short. Pick up, thrown to first. Safe. Everybody safe. Runners first and second with 1 out. And USJ now has the go-ahead run to the plate with one away.
Got a little rally going. They've been here how many times, Randy? 10? Is that how many times USJ's been here? So
they've been here a bunch.
No.
I've been here
Four.
twice before. No, that's not right. Four times before. They won the state championship 2 years ago. Ball one. We got the top of the order up here for USJ as well. There's a strike. Allie Glover, the batter, runners first and second with one out.
This is where you love to be in the batter's box, right here. Runners in scoring position.
Well, if you don't, you shouldn't be playing.
Isn't that the truth?
Popped up, foul, down the line. It's going to be out of play. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. Lauren Rydell, the opposing pitcher to Savannah Hill, waits to hit next. Boy, she'd love to get a crack at one, wouldn't she? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Allie Glover. Runners first and second, 1 away here in the top half of the 7th inning. Davidson Academy with a 3-1 lead. Swing and a pop-up. Foul, first base side. It is caught for the out. Nice play up against the screen by first baseman Shannon Rowe. So now USJ down to their final out, and it's up to pitcher Lauren Rydell with runners at first and second, 2 away now.
And I don't know a pitcher that's not competitive, so you know Lauren's loving the position she's in with runners at first and second, 2 outs.
Coach Stacy Sweeney out to the mound to settle down her pitchers. Say, look, 1 out away. 1 out away.
University schools saved their best for the last inning, put a little rally together, a couple hits together. Good batter at the plate. Pitcher against pitcher.
Savannah Hill working on, 13 strikeouts in the game?
14.
14 strikeouts. First pitch to Rydell is a ball just outside. Savannah Hill set. She delivers. There's a strike. 1-1 the count.
First time in a while Savannah's been behind in the count on that first pitch.
That one is low. A little change up misses, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, you don't want to load the bases and bring up the number 3 hitter.
No, definitely not.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away, 2 on here in the top half of the 7th inning. Popped up, first base side, foul, out of reach. Two balls, 2 strikes. The deuces are wild here in the 7th inning. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses outside, 3-2. The payoff pitch is going to be a full count coming up from Savannah Hill to Lauren Rydell.
And you're thinking strike all the way here.
Runners should be moving with 2 away.
Should be.
Payoff pitch by Savannah Hill. Here it is. Popped up.
I believe it's going to drop. No. Nice.
It's caught by the right
What a
fielder.
play.
Great diving grab by the right
What a
fielder,
play.
Ashton Gasaway.
She made a
And
nice.
that is your ball game. Davidson Academy hangs on for a 3-1 win over University School of Jackson here in the state championship. But that means we play tomorrow because they had to come out of the losers bracket, so they'll play in a championship game tomorrow.
Tomorrow, winner
Had
takes all.
USJ won this one, they would have been the state champion.
That is correct.
Final score, Davidson Academy wins it 3-1 over USJ. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Final score 3-1. Davidson Academy forces the so-called if game. They'll play that tomorrow morning here at the Starplex in Murfreesboro, and it was a great game. Savannah Hill just dominated this ball game.
She did. After the first batter or two of the first inning, I think she had some butterflies, and she settled down, and Davidson set the tone right off the bat by scoring 3 runs in the first 2 innings, and Savannah Hill striking out over 8 or 14, and you know that's the name of the game right there, striking out and scoring a few runs when you can, and I thought she was dominant from the beginning.
14 strikeouts in the game for Savannah Hill, and if we were giving an MVP, we'd give it to her, I think. 2 runs in the first inning, 1 in the second, and Savannah Hill made them stand up. 3-1 the final. Davidson Academy wins, and they'll force the final championship game tomorrow. For Coach Karen Green, I'm Randy Smith saying goodbye now from the Starplex in Murfreesboro at the 2012 Spring Fling, the Division II championship games. Coming up, it'll be Baylor and GPS for the 2A championship next.